from Texas. We're on US 287 north of Fort Worth. I am going to try today to get to Boise City, Oklahoma today, which is on 287, up there north of Amarillo. We're trying to do at least a 600-mile day today. I mean, the more I can do, the better, of course, but given what route I have to go by here in Texas, I have a little bit of a detour there in Quanah, Q-U-A-N-N-A-H, Quanah, Texas. Got a little detour there, so we'll work on that. But first things first, we got to get up here to, got to get through Wichita Falls, which is up this way. Then we got to get up, we're going to stop in Chillicothe. There's an Allsups there in Chillicothe. We're going to stop there. That's probably where I'm going to do about a 30-minute break there. That's a little over 2 hours away right now. You know, at basically 70 miles an hour. So, let's see, it's 9:41 right now. Let's say 11:15. We'll get to Chillicothe. 12:15 or 11:45. We'll roll out of there. That's going to be basically around 316, 317 miles for the day. So that's a good halfway mark. And then let's see. Like I said, then once we leave there, we got to get into Quanah, go south and around, then back on 287. Then we're going to follow that all the way up to past Childress. Then around get to the 335 loop around the north side of Amarillo. And now, what is it called? Kenrick? Kinnick? I think it's Kenrick. Up there in the very northern part of the state of Texas. We'll cross over the border into Oklahoma, and right there is a Love's there at Boise City. I think I can make it there reasonably and get a parking spot, so it shouldn't be too big of a deal. I'm not, I'm just cruising along. closed, merge right. Let's see how many people wait till the absolute last second to do so. Yep, they're waiting down the road there. Over the second hump up here, and they're still in the left lane. Oh well, par for the course. So up here, a little over 80 miles, US 81 breaks off to the right. Well, to be technical about it, 287 breaks off going to the left, technically, but whatever. We're going to be on exit 3A. We're going to stay on 287. That takes us, basically we're going to be worming our way on 287 all the way up to Oklahoma. See these people here? All this time, they knew they had to get over, yet they waited till the last possible second. Now the traffic's slowing down because nobody wants to crash. Oh, Lord. See, this is why I have my 2-mile rule. It's not something that's imposed me by the company. It's not something that's imposed me just being a truck driver. It's the way I drive. Because I want to make myself as safe as possible. I don't want an accident. I don't want the 3 driving accidents I've had in my entire life. First one, well, technically 4. Yeah, 4, sorry. Forgot one. The very first one, a Chevy short bed pickup, 1975, I believe, or 75, 78. You know what it was. Woman hit my truck at the back, right at the back corner panel on my passenger side. The second, a stupid kid ran out in the street chasing his ball, ran right into traffic. Didn't even care. Rolled up and over the car. I had to hold that kid down so he wouldn't hurt himself anymore till the ambulance came. A guy brake checked me, ran into the back of him. And then 4, the only accident in a truck where I'm to blame, where I have any kind of culpability, even though it blown tires in it, is the one that I just had on the 19th of last month. And I didn't want any of them. But when I drive as safely as I possibly can. Like I say, I have a 2-mile rule. I must be in the proper lane 2 miles ahead from where that turn, where that lane ends or begins or whatever. I need to be in the proper lane 2 miles ahead. That way, I'm not going to be caught out at the last second. I'm not going to be blocked from getting over into the lane I need to be in to make my turn.
Speed limit reduced ahead.
No. But unfortunately, just like this example right here, too many people will go up to the last minute, then slam on their brakes because they can't get in. And then everybody else slows down. Now, let's say I was delivering at this New Holland dealer right here. I would need to be in this lane I'm in currently 2 miles before so I can make that turn. It's simple. Okay, US 380 goes off to the left here. 2 miles before I get there, I need to be in that left-hand lane so I don't get caught out. I cannot slow down that rapidly there, people. All right, Decatur, Texas. I don't mind you going the speed limit, but you can't go below it. And you keep rolling. And now you're going to speed. Brilliant. Randy's Country Kitchen. And since we're really nowhere near where my cousin Brandy lives, I'm going to assume that's not her. So we get through Decatur. Like I said, we got the next real challenge, as it were, is Wichita Falls, because there's a lot of traffic there typically. I would like to have gone through Memphis. If I remember right, that's west or east of Wichita Falls. So I will not be stopping by the Fat and Happy Barbecue today, which kind of sucks. I want to be fat and happy. I'm fat. I'm kind of happy, but I don't have any barbecue on me. So there you go. So if you're ever in Memphis, Texas, I don't know, maybe I'm stopping there. I don't know. I can't remember if I'm able to get through there. If I'm getting through there, I believe, well, maybe I'll get through there. We'll see. If I'm able to stop there, there's a Love's there. At least it used to be. The Love's had a Sonic. And right next door is the Fat and Happy Barbecue. Steve Maddox and his wife some good old-fashioned Texas barbecue. You can't go wrong. Going through there, never mind. I wasn't looking far. It's west of there. Yeah, so maybe I will stop there. Mr. Keith, how you doing, sir? And Yeah, it's after midnight. Aren't young Roland supposed to be in bed right now? It's not too bad. Let's see. 82 degrees Fahrenheit. We're away from the big city right now of Dallas-Fort Worth. We're rolling along. Like I said, we're going to try to get up to Oklahoma today, north of Amarillo. We have a Caterpillar 950M wheel loader. We're taking this up to just near Denver, Colorado. Now, cold. Oh my goodness. What is it? It's supposed to get down to 10 degrees near Adelaide. So I'm pretty sure you're not gonna have too many snowstorms tonight. I'm sure all the Huntsman spiders will be just A-okay. Yeah, I'm sure the Huntsman spiders would not have to put a coat on or shovel out their webs or anything. So I think you'll be okay. I think you'll survive. Let's see, we're running just about 28, 27 degrees right now, approximately. Let's see, 50. So 50 degrees. Then 9 or 5/9 of that, so yeah, we're looking around 23-ish. Oh yeah, yeah. My wife, she gets that in her place too. I mean, it's. I don't know how you Aussies deal with that stuff. Man, it's bad enough we have poisonous, spiders and snakes here. You guys, you take it to the next level there. All right, like I said, we're heading up here to Aurora, Colorado. We picked this Caterpillar 950M down there in Galveston, Texas at the port. That was after the last load fell apart, so we couldn't pick that one up. And we got something on the side up here. I want to be as far away from anybody on the shoulder as I can be. We're not terribly large right now. We're about 2 hand widths wider than legal. We're a slightly bit overweight, running about 350, 400 pounds overweight. So about what? 400 is about 880 kilos, or no, 200 kilos overweight. But other than that, we're doing good. we're doing pretty decent. Now that we actually are rolling again, because this is my first load I'm carrying since the 19th of May because of that accident. Like I said, we picked it up yesterday. Port of Galveston is kind of a little bit easier to deal with than it used to be. The process they had the first time I went there was it's a little bit easier now. It was just hot, it was around 35, 34 degrees Celsius. Plus all that rock and soil they have there is very pale, so it just reflects that heat like a mirror. Let's see, we are doing 70 miles an hour, which is about 112 kilometers. We've done 187 miles so far this morning. Sunrise was at 6:20 a.m. which coincided with what my hours of service, my electronic logging device, the hours I have to obey to be legal on the road. That I gained all my hours back, so at 6:20 a.m., so that kind of coincided. We got to Buffalo, Texas last night. We got off the clock at 8:20 p.m., so 10-hour rest. 6:20, we got our day started. Topped up my fuel. Topped up my diesel exhaust fluid. Went around, pulled around, got a scale ticket, make sure we're good and legal. We're pretty well balanced for the most part, so we have 11,300-ish on the steering, on the front axle, the steer axle. Our drive axles, both of them, we're running a little over 34,000 pounds. And then the same thing for our two axles on our trailer. We're running just a little bit over 34,000. So, we're, like I said, we're at 80,360, I think it was. Something like that. So as we drive and we burn fuel off, we lose a little bit of weight. So I think by the time definitely by the time I get up here to Amarillo, we'll definitely be back into legal weight area, under 80,000 pounds. So as of the moment, let's see here. Minus. So we need about 685. So I basically gave them an ETA about 2 p.m. About 2 p.m. tomorrow. Like I said, because the last load fell apart, even though I drove until 10 little after 10 o'clock to get there to make sure I could load yesterday morning. So we're basically a day behind for the most part. So instead of delivering this, the last load up here in Colorado as well, instead of unloading that load today, now we got to go a little bit further and unload tomorrow. Now, like I said, I gave an ETA about 2 in the afternoon. If I can get there before noon, 11 o'clock a.m., that would be even better. Because then I could potentially go pick up another load and get it on the truck, tomorrow afternoon, and then, head down the road a little ways. So hopefully I can, if that can happen, and I can get 2 loads done for about 3,000 miles or more, that'll kind of salvage this next paycheck. All right. Get past this this small 5th wheel travel trailer. Where you call them a caravan. I said we're rolling along pretty decently. We're not, once I got away from Dallas, Fort Worth, and a few of these towns and really small cities that we got to deal with, we'll be okay. Thank you for flashing your lights, but I will determine when I want to move over. Thank you very much. Yeah, right. Sunset, Montague, Texas. The world's largest Bowie knife of the state of Texas. The official knife of the state of Texas, a Bowie knife. And that's the world's largest. Not that it's a real knife, but still. I would more call that a knife statue. Ready. So we got about another 120 miles to go to my next stop. We're going to stop in Chillicothe, Chillcothe, Chillicothe. We're going to stop there. We're going to do a 30-minute break that we're required to do. Then we'll push on from there. We'll get up to the town of Quanah, where we got to take a bit of a detour off the road. Like I said, I'll probably stop in Memphis after that, see if I can't get a little barbecue. That would be nice. Then, of course, like I said, we got to get up and around the east side of Amarillo, Texas. And then, make my way up this road here, 287. Pardon me, yeah. Like I said, keep making our way up US 287. That'll take us to Oklahoma. So we'll cross the border in Oklahoma and stop at the Loves there at Boise City. And that's where I should be able to make it today. And no, we're in the country here. Yeah, we are definitely in the country, which beats the heck out of, dealing with the cities. And I'd rather be on the smaller roads, the local roads. Those are more fun to try, but it is work, so we just gotta hammer down and just let the miles tick off. Oh, pardon me. So we are, like I said, we're running about 70 miles per hour. We're engine speed is about 1,500 RPM. We are in the top gear, 18th gear, which is full right, full back. We're on the 4th ring of the transmission. Selector is up, splitter is forward. 8 high, which is 18th gear. So we could have left about another half an hour earlier this morning. I believe we could have it. So the permit I'm on right now is daylight only. So, I had to wait till sunrise anyway, so I could have got my clock started earlier and then hit the road at 6:20, but that wasn't possible this morning anyway, so we got started when we got started. Wichita Falls, 50 miles ahead. This is the kind of nonsense that causes accidents. People like this who refuse to drive with any kind of sense or worry about their own lives. They saw these flags, they saw the banners, they saw all of this. Idiot. That's what's dangerous on the road. People that drive like that. If you knew you needed to turn, get behind me. Don't get right in front of me where I can barely even see the tires, hitting the road in front of me. And then you're gonna cut over to an exit, then not take it, then take the next one. Please, that right there is what I really hate on the road. There's nowhere that woman had to be. Nowhere. She has no government regulation clock or permit telling her where she must drive and how long she can drive. Everywhere she needed to be, she has no deadline to get there. And if she does, it doesn't matter. It's not part of her job. She just wants to be a reckless idiot. And put my life in danger. You don't care about your own life, knock yourself out. But if you have a passenger in that car, a tiny amount of consideration for them, and a tiny amount of consideration for everybody else on the highway. If you want to commit suicide, I'm not for that, but if you're going to do it, don't take anybody else with you. Lord. It just makes no sense to me why people do that. See this person here? There was at least one truck length. They didn't do it all correctly, but they did it somewhat correctly. I give about a 75 on that lane change. I mean, what is so difficult? I truly do not understand. What is so difficult about driving a motor vehicle? A car, a truck, a bicycle, a motorcycle, a boat, an airplane, a hot air balloon, a pair of roller skates. What is so difficult about doing it with a little bit of safety, a little bit of common sense, and the slightest amount of courtesy to other people? I don't get it. It's baffling. It really is. And on the southbound side there's a nice oversized load there. And he's got an escort following him. And all these people that are going to drive are just going to, not think about their safety next to that oversized load. They're just going to push around and heck with everybody else. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're in this Jeep right here or in this truck right here. The rules of the road apply to everybody all the time. See, no turn signal, just come on over, not even a full half a truck's length. Just didn't care. I'll just do whatever I please. I don't get it. Hey, Brian, Roland, you have a good night. Thanks for coming in. Long time. You have a good night. And hopefully your Friday is really good as well. You just take care, brother, and we'll talk to you later. All right, so like I said, we got about an hour and a half up here in Chillicothe. So we're looking at well, I guess 11:45. Yeah, about 11:45 we'll get up here to where we need to be. 12:15 we'll leave after doing a 30-minute break. Like I said, we got to get past Wichita Falls first. That's at about 40, a little over 40 miles right now. Then it'll be another hour up to Chillicothe. And then, like I said, we got to get up through Childress, up to Amarillo, around Amarillo, and then up to Boise City, Oklahoma, out in the far west panhandle. Excuse me. And like I said, we'll finish out the rest of it tomorrow. I did get my Oklahoma and Colorado permits earlier. So when I stop up here at this Allsups, I'll print out those 2 permits. Well, I'll print out another copy of my Texas permit. I'll print out 2 copies each of my Oklahoma and Colorado permit, because one for the actual paperwork. I make a copy for myself as well. And we'll read over that. I'll make sure all my waypoints are in the GPS, so that we don't have to worry about picking up the permit to read it as we're going down the road. The GPS will have it locked in, and we just glance at it, bam, we know exactly what we're doing. And like I said, tomorrow will get delivered, and hopefully we have another load scheduled. Hopefully, like I said, we don't have any issues with distance, getting to it. Hopefully, it's ready to rock and roll once I get there. Get it loaded, if we need permits, get our permits, and roll on down the road and get it delivered by Wednesday at by 10 o'clock Wednesday morning. If we can do that, if I can do that, that'll make the next paycheck somewhat decent. Not going to be great, but whatever.
Speed limit reduced ahead. Speed limit reduced ahead.
Oh well, so what are we coming up on here? This is either Bellevue or Clay. I know we're in Clay County. I believe we're in Clay County, but what town this is, I do not know. And I don't remember. Gotta slow down to 55. Bellevue. Population 289. right back up again, 70. Henrietta, 17 miles, Wichita Falls, 38. Alright, well, I think that just about does it for the day. Gonna put on a little bit of music. We're just gonna rock and roll on down the old highway. So until then, God bless, stay safe, and we'll see you later.